Good afternoon. This is Intuitive Niche, and here I am. I finally found a shirt I can show my tattoo of. It stands for Joy. My girlfriend's middle name. That's why I got it. Pamela Joy. She definitely brought joy to my life, and I know many other people. You couldn't cross paths with her without laughing. I know I'm making noise, but I'm going to do a reading. I'm called in using my witch's tarot. Not feeling very good about myself today. I really am not. I don't know why. But I figured that's probably part of what this reading's all about. So I should share it with my collective because maybe y'all have some answers for me. So please, like, share, subscribe, whatever you can do on TikTok. Get it out there, because I am going to post this to TikTok as well. I can't go live on my laptop for some reason because I have a Chromebook and it's not a Windows thing, so I can watch lives, but I can't partake in doing a live on my laptop. But I'm going to record this to both places. Hopefully you'll watch it, and maybe you'll let me know if you've been feeling the same. I don't know about you, but I watch a lot of different readers, different mediums, different. And I mean, when I say different, I mean different. All over the world. Different. Because I try to see what they're talking about. Why do I feel like this? It's not just a Libra thing, you know? It really isn't. It's not just a Libra thing. There's so much going on in this world. And my dog is sitting out there today. She's mad at me. I don't know. July 3rd, and here I sit. I was job searching. Applied for a few. I'm kind of tired of it now. I just want a job already. And I don't want a temporary, part-time, overnight job that's going to pay me minimum wage. I want one that's going to take me someplace. At least for the next 3 to 5 years. But for now, I've done my part for today. I've done what they tell me I'm supposed to do, required by New York State Department of Labor, all of that. I wish they'd do their part, to be honest with you. Because they haven't done a fucking thing to help me. And I'm sure they don't help a whole lot of other people either. But I say New York State sucks anyways. That's how I feel about it, and I've got 57 years here. And not too many good things have come across my plate, and I work very hard for what I have. Just like many of us do. Every single day. See, I'm feeling very yuck. And I'm going to share it with you because I don't think it's all me. Anyways, I did the big thing today. I do this every day, but I took a shower, I rubbed myself down, I tried to take care of me, did some job hunting, I did some house cleaning, I did this, I did that. And here I still sit alone. I even kind of had an argument with my son today. Not even really an argument. Just like, I took something he said personally. Okay. End of it. It's got to be me, right? But it's not just me, is it? Let's see what's going on that's making us feel like this, besides all the astrological changes and Mercury going into retrograde very soon. So we are definitely in the shadow period of that. We are also in the shadow period of the new moon going into the full moon, which is coming very soon. Today is the 3rd, right? So I guess it's a perfect time for a reading. As you probably have noticed, I haven't done readings for different signs because I've noticed that even though I do the signs and I've kept up with them, nobody's really watching, maybe 1 or 2 people. And most of what I got to say or pass along to you from the universe goes for everybody, not just one sign. I mean, the signs themselves are how you deal with things that are going on. You know, Aries, get it done. Libra loves everything. Procrastinates. I am the queen of procrastination. I am a very sun Libra. And a Scorpio moon. So there's a lot of other things going on there. And of Pisces, ascending. Now you put them three together. I don't have time to watch 3 readings in a week. Well, here we start. 7 of Swords. So who's fucking with you? Who is it? Gotta be somebody, right? Making you feel like this? I am very empathic, so whoever this is that I'm feeling, if it's not partially me, myself, beware. There is somebody out there trying to purposely fucking hurt you. You know how I know? Because the fucking tower is right on the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming, okay? Let's keep going. Obviously, I need to tell somebody this story. So, I spent my day trying to take care of me, took the dog for a very long walk, and she comes home and pouts in her bed. She's not very happy lately. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm not. It was nice to have a couple months off. It really was. I did deserve it. I've been working all my life. I've never really taken very good vacations. A few. I can't say I haven't taken any. I obviously have in my lifetime, but I just feel like I'm missing something. Do you feel like that? Are you missing something? Something's just off. Let me spray something here. Let me spray some fiery protection, okay? Because I don't know what the hell's going on, and neither do you, and I don't want to. Let me spray some fiery protection. I don't know. Maybe we need some protection. Maybe I should burn my protection instead of leaving it set here, huh? I have filtered water with, a fluorite spray. Oh yeah, we could do a little fluorite spray. I really like this. This one smells so nice. I spray my bed with this one. I bought this in the mall. For somebody who does what I do. Trying to find some positives today. I really am. And I'm really struggling with it. So whoever this reading is for, or the collective, if this is obviously got to be more for more than just one person going on here. Australian Jasper. I love it. Alright. Listen, there's a few cards I dropped. Let's take them all, right? We started with somebody who's out to fucking get us. Or, if I'm interpreting that wrong, maybe it means somebody who's been out to get us. Right? 7 of Swords. Maybe they want you to see something in a different way, a different point of view. Like, somebody offered me a job and I said, no, it's 60 miles away. I just don't want to do that again. Should I drive 60 miles and then I'm going to be making literally $7-8 less an hour to travel the same 100 miles? But somebody also said to me, it's better than nothing. It's kind of like nothing, because I'm going to make and bring home half of what I was making. Okay? Just to say. I kind of miss things the way they used to be. And I don't mean last year, the year before. I mean how it used to be so much easier. Even though we thought it was hard, right? I don't know. Trying so hard not to be negative and trying not to pass along that negativity, but I feel the negativity is dumped on my shoulders and I need to bring it to you, so I am. The Wheel of the Year, here's your Wheel of Fortune. So the 7 of Swords is somebody, maybe it's somebody from years ago. Because of the 6 of Cups, right? You're nostalgic, thinking about the past. Maybe somebody in your past is still affecting your life, your future. And maybe you're trying to avoid a confrontation. I feel like a confrontation would happen if you make a decision. So it's put you in a bit of a hangman situation because you're not really sure what the fuck you should do. Because when your own flesh and blood tells you, well, it's better than nothing, you kind of got to sit back and say, oh, am I really looking at something the wrong way? So this is my Mercury retrograde, right? Am I wrong to feel like I left this job because it was 110 miles of driving every day, so 2.5 hours plus my 9 hours at the building, 5 days a week. So when you're looking at 9, 10, 11, almost 12 hours a day, and you weren't making enough money because at least $100 off the top was putting gas in your car to get to and from just your job. You weren't being treated very well at this said job, and you were probably one of the best workers they ever had in this situation. Then all of a sudden, you just weren't good enough. You weren't fast enough. You should know better because you used to do this job. You should blah, 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 blah. And all the things that you used to do that they wanted you to do, they now think you're a loser because that's what you do. Like, I don't want to be treated like shit again. I don't want to go back somewhere, backwards in general, because I need a job or I need an income. I want to do something because it feels right to do it. And to me, I feel like somebody's trying to fuck me over. And maybe that's because I feel very fucked over, okay? Because of what happened here. But I was sick. So the job I left for didn't work out. And now that job is treating me like I'm a crazy person. I'm not crazy. I have the paperwork. I even sent the medical paperwork to these people that showed them how sick I've been for the last year with sinus infections, ear infections. I have pictures of my face that I sent to the boss. I don't know. Now, I'm just using me as an example because, it's easier than trying to tell you what you do and how you react to something like this, okay? I know that I am battling with my shadow side because I just want to go back to work. I want to earn a paycheck. I want to pay my bills. I want to live my life. I want to spend time with my family. I want to enjoy doing life. Not feel like everything's a fucking obligation to somebody else because why? Because I'm good at this and now all of a sudden you could hire me for this, for a temporary minimum wage job, but you couldn't listen to me when I was killing myself at the job to begin with. Now you want me to come back for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 9 weeks for a temporary position? Should I really travel 110 miles a day for that? At $6.50 less, okay, than what I was making when I left. I know I'm in debt. I know I have been borrowing money from people who love me to help me out. Not my kids. Let's get that straight. I am taking care of business. I'm doing the best I can do with it. I'm still trying to grow my business. Here I am. Tell me what's going on with you guys out there. The shadow is certainly haunting us from Mercury retrograde, the new moon into the full moon. And yes, I shared my personal shit with you because I'm not the only one feeling like, should I take the job because it's a job and I haven't had one and I really need an income? Should I travel 110 miles even if it's only temporary and then I'm going to be unemployed again in about 8 weeks? And top it off, it's overnight. I don't know. You tell me what you think in the comments, okay? What should I do with that? Should I go backwards? Because now my own family makes me feel like I'm just a scumbag. So really don't want to feel like that to anybody. And I know that wasn't his intention when he said it. So I know I took it further in my mind. I know. And I've talked to him already, and we're okay. But I guess it's just me feeling bad because I'm not working and I owe people money and I'm not making anything. Like, I'm trying. I'm making bracelets. I'm putting that out there on my things. I have other jewelry I can make. I'm doing readings. I do personal readings. I've asked for donations. You don't have to give, absolutely, because this is not about that, okay? What this is about is somebody is fucking with you, okay? Not just with me. This is about the collective I'm doing this reading for. Somebody is fucking with you, and they want you to feel exactly how I feel right now. Like I'm a piece of shit. I know I'm not a piece of shit. I'm over it. But I'm tired of fucking defending myself. How about you? What happened to love and kindness and understanding and respect? What happened to that? We're on the wheel of fortune going up and down like a fucking yo-yo, and somebody's playing a game. Like, this is my life. This is your life. And you're allowing somebody to fuck with you. Basically, even if it's just a momentary shadow moment in your life, fighting with yourself, knowing that nothing was really meant by the statements, but they were. Because you know, even when you're joking, something is meant by those statements, even if it's, oh, I'm sorry, it's just a joke. I do it all the time. I know I do. I told my son, sorry, it's just a joke. I didn't mean it. I love my kids more than anything in this world, and I know they don't mean any disrespect to me. They know I've been working my ass off for my lifetime. They were there for it, okay? And mostly without any support from anybody. Let me put it out there. And the support I got was for something in return. And that could be anything, okay? And that's a very broad statement generalizing what you do for somebody or what somebody does for you, you need to pay them back, right? So it can be as simple as, I borrowed $10, here's $10 back. Or it can be, I gave you a job, now suck my dick. Who the hell knows what these people are thinking? Okay, and now you know what I'm saying by that metaphor, right? This is why we're in the Five of Wands, right? The Five of Wands. The inaction that this creates, this kind of feeling in your life, in your body, your mind, fuck it, I'm just going to go buy some ice cream, sit home in front of a TV and get fat. Who cares? Nobody cares about me. Nobody cares. Some days I think I really believe that, but not every day. It's called not being sure of yourself, right? It's called somebody's fucking with you. Somebody is fucking with you, whether it's on the other side, on the veil on the other side, or if it's somebody trying to teach you a lesson, or somebody trying to help you even. We do get very defensive on shit, don't we? Well, I'm just teaching you this because this is how it's supposed to be done, and I don't want you to be upset with the way you're doing it, because I know you've been doing things like that for years, but we have a new way of doing things now, so this is how we have to do it. So I need to teach you how to do that the right way. Oh, so I've been doing this for years and it's never been the right way? You see how you can be very defensive very quickly with some kind of stupid statement like that. It's the Knight of Swords. So we're trying to logically take this through our minds, right? My son probably won't talk to me for a couple of days. And I'm sorry if you watch this. I really am sorry. I know how you feel about me. I know that you are everything in my world, okay? Along with them boys and Jessica, I love you guys to death. Nothing ever hurts me from you because I know you don't mean it that way. But there's somebody out there who means it. And that's why I felt it. So the Knight of Swords, the Swords is about thinking and logic and trying to talk yourself through something, thinking too much, thinking in your mind, being stuck in your own mind. That's why we're in the Hangman, right? So the Knight of Swords, he kind of wants to come in and stop you from doing that, right? Because logically what you're telling yourself makes no fucking sense. And tomorrow when you get up and the whole new day and something else goes on and you won't even think about this, right? But I do. I think about this. I have to, because I certainly don't want anybody to see me as a burden. Okay? I don't want to be anybody's responsibility. Do you hear yourself in your own mind talking like this to yourself? Do you hear the words you're saying? I hear them. The Nine of Wands. You need to stop the thoughts. You need to persevere through the bullshit that's being fed to you. And stand up for yourself and do the right things. For you. This has been a really tough year, hasn't it? Because we're all on edge. We're all taking things personally. We are all pissed off at the world. Like, another example for me, New York State still hasn't done my taxes and audited and done the thing for me. My $1,220 refund is still floating in the fucking air. Here I am unemployed. Why are you sitting there like I have $1 million? I've already given you the information. Make a fucking decision and move on. No, they still haven't even touched my paperwork I sent them. And basically all I did was write a letter saying, hello, I moved in April. I lost my paperwork, so I don't have any. And I checked off on the return that I did not have the proof of paperwork if you needed it. So you could say, we don't accept your taxes. It's okay. We're not going to accept your business part for the New York State side of this because the federal already paid me. And it wasn't $1 million. It was not even $500 for Christ's sakes. And you act like you're giving me $1 million. Okay. That's still not resolved. I had my paperwork returned back to them within 5 days. They said, if you don't have it back, we're going to have to fine you, blah, blah, blah. But yet, they can sit on it for the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months before they make a decision to play with my life. That's how you feel, right? Okay. New York State unemployment told me I was lying. I sent them proof, doctor's notes, medical records, everything I could possibly give them to show them I was not lying. They dismissed me and fined me 7 weeks worth of unemployment I should have gotten by now. So I didn't get any of that. So here I am, still unemployed, trying to figure it out. I have a few friends in the world that actually helped me, so I've had to borrow money to make my life keep going. But none of this is getting resolved because why? I want to call up and say, what the fuck is wrong with you people? You are robbing us blind as it is, New York State. Yes, you are. Because there are people who have been ripping you off for years. Now let's fuck the little man. This is how I feel. Are you working every day, even in your own business? No, I'm not, because I'm not making any money. I'm doing this to help you. Listen. I don't want you to keep beating yourself up like I have been doing all day today. This is what I've been doing to myself, and there's really no reason for it. I know that I've done the right things. I haven't broken any laws. I didn't lie on my taxes. I didn't lie to New York State unemployment office, but they will do whatever it takes to not pay you what you are rightly supposed to have. And this is what their job is, to make you look bad. And this is what people do, right? So this is what people do. So if there's somebody higher in the ranks that might have known me, I'm not important enough to be known, okay, really, as far as New York State taxes and DMV and all of that bullshit goes on. I don't have any tickets, and my license is good. I don't drink and drive. I don't do drugs. All of these things that I can sit around and look at compared to other people. But we gotta stop doing that, right? Because look, it don't matter who the fuck you are, or how ancient, or how good you are, or how well you are, or all the right things that you do in the world. If somebody wants to fucking hurt you, they're gonna fucking hurt you. And they just picking you for the whatever fuck reason. And this is why your shadow comes out and you want to beat everybody in the fucking head with a bat. Literally, I'm just so angry at New York State And I'll take it out on New York State, because I will be on the phone with them after the holiday. Because, they are entitled to their holidays, even though I'm still unemployed. And it's okay, because I just want an income equal to what I was making. It doesn't have to be at a job. It can be simply helping other people like this. I could be reading cards for so many people, doing so many things. Nobody watches, nobody reaches out. And you know why? Because everybody feels like I feel. I don't want your money. I want to help you get the fuck away from retards. I take that back. I want to help you get on better footing for you. Mentally handicapped people are smarter than us. Especially the ones on the autism spectrum level. So in the old days, we used to call people that word, but they really weren't, okay? Now they can't use those words anymore, right? I used to call my sister that. I hated some things she used to say and do to me. I'd do anything to have her back in my life right now, wouldn't you, if it was a sibling that you didn't have? It's been 4 years now. Yet here we are still fighting the battle that we shouldn't have to be fighting at this age. Really, seriously, I have worked all of my life. I shouldn't feel guilty because I'm unemployed. That's not my fault. It wasn't by my choice. It was out of my control. Because you know why? Ultimately, somebody else had a plan to make sure that's where I ended up. Isn't that how you feel? Somebody else. And it doesn't have to be a person. You need to understand this when I say that. It's not about the people in our lives. It's about actions that we don't think about when we take them sometimes. But not all is lost either. Because I have learned so much about myself since I've been in this position. I really have. I don't need to take shit from people like that. I've done all the right things for the most part in my life. And yet, I have to fight for my right. You have to fight for your rights as well. You have to persevere and work with your shadow side to sit down and actually meet in the middle. Because that's what this really is. So maybe withdrawing and being part of the hangman world right now is a good idea for a lot of us. You really need to think about what's right for you, no matter what somebody else thinks or disagrees with you on. I should be happy that I had an offer, right, from a job that basically screwed me over twice. And is it really my fault because I went back the second time? No, I needed a job, right? And I had a job 7.5 years there. I left for a promotion. I got sick. It didn't work out. They couldn't keep waiting for me. They terminated me because I didn't meet their needs while I was sick. Okay? I took another job for the same management thing. Now, when this shit happens to you twice in a row, and that's why I'm telling you this, 2 times in a row, I got immediately, the first 2 weeks of my second job training as a manager, I got so sick, my face was swollen, my fucking teeth were throbbing, my eyes were blown up. Literally, I might have been on videos different times, too, because I was here bored out of my mind being sick, but when something like that happens 2 times in a row, you kind of know that the universe is telling you, stop trying to do those jobs. They're not for you. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be helping you by learning from my own mistakes and teaching them to you. That's what I'm doing here. So we're going to go on with this reading. We're going to call this the fucking moon reading, the fucking Mercury retrograde reading, okay? I'm not going to put that in the title, obviously, but it will be limited in the mind space once you watch this video that it's the F word today. Here's the Eight of Cups. Anybody who knows me, I will continue to work hard. I will continue to make my jewelry. I will continue to do my readings. I will continue to help all of you grow and keep going. I won't stop doing it because I'm meant to do this. And y'all know that. But today I'm having one of those really bad days. And here I am doing another video for you guys. Now, do I think this is for a particular sign or group of people? It's for anybody who's pissed off at being fucked over on a regular basis, and then the very people who fuck you over are trying to give you a handout or a hand up. At least they claim they are. And I feel like they're trying to fuck me again. Now, if I go back a third time because I actually need an income, and I do this to myself even for temporary purposes, am I going to get fucked again? Yeah, my car is going to take on more wear and tear. It's $100 off the top for gas every single week. So what am I getting out of it, really? Because it's not even going to be enough to pay the rent. By the time I'm done traveling and wear and tearing and doing the job and 12 hours a day, I am not even going to have the money for my rent. So is it worth the ride to kill myself to, I don't know. You tell me. How about y'all tell me what you think? And I don't know. Because you know what? I'm not going to take insult to it. I already had that insult earlier today. But this is my next card up. And I need you to understand. We need to take on the role of you following your fucking intuition. The King of Pentacles is here because he can help you. He can help you grow. He can support you mentally, physically, and fucking financially. But it is the earth signs that help you to ground, recollect yourself, meditate, do those things, get outside in nature. Here I'm sitting in my room with my door closed doing absolutely nothing today. But I didn't do absolutely nothing. I cleaned the house. I swept the floor. I took the dog for a nice long walk. I cooked for the dog. I ate my lunch. I did what I needed to do for me, and now I'm wondering why I'm pissed off at the world. Because of one comment, 3 words, better than nothing, right? So I beat myself up because he doesn't completely understand why I don't think it's better than nothing. But you need to understand, my son is a man. He thinks like a man. It's all black and white to him. And he travels far and wide for all the jobs that he has and the works that he does in construction. So the difference is I'm going to bring home $300 maybe, and he's going to bring home $3,000. So yeah, I want his job. Then I'll be happy to travel. I don't have a problem with traveling. I have a problem with the money I'm making when I'm doing it. Is it worth the time and effort? Is my health worth the time and effort? Because after a couple of weeks of working 12 hours straight, I'm going to be fucking dead. I'm going to get sick. And then what? I'm going to be unemployed again? Because it's a temporary job anyways. I really am curious, okay, now that I've shared so much with all of you who are watching, what you really think about what's going on, okay? I do blame Mercury retrograde. I am blaming the new moon and the full moon and being stuck with the shadow, okay? Because that's how I feel like. Somebody came in, fucked with my head. I let them. And now I'm fighting with myself. I was like, well, maybe he's right. Maybe I should just take the job. It's a job. It's better than nothing. Right? You hear that thought in your head? I'm not taking the one in Hudson. No. I'm not traveling 50 some miles one way to make minimum wage temporarily. And they probably won't give me 40 hours. So it won't even be like... So I've logically come up with the right thing there. But apparently other people don't think that. Like, I live 110 miles a day driving to this store and to this store. I have one store that is 5 minutes from my house. I have another store that's 20 minutes from my house. I have the same store, 2 distribution centers right out of my reach here. And guess what? They don't call. But the last 2 places I worked called. Why? Why? Do you not think there's something not right with that situation? If I take the job they're offering me, because I've also applied for a boss job in the same places. Well, not all the same places. I really only applied to 2 stores. And apparently, because I was looking at these other stores and what job openings there were, when I hit apply, I applied to all of them. I didn't mean to apply to everything. I really only want to work. If I got to work at this position in this lifetime now, I have to go back to it. Then my mind is, I'm working close to home. I'm not going to drive 110 miles a day. It'll make me sick. That's how I feel. Is that my shadow saying, you're going to get sick? Don't do it? I don't know. I just took 2 manager jobs, and I had to travel all the way down for the training for the one, and I was sick so bad that my boss told me to stay home and we'd figure it out. And then a couple days later, we're talking on the phone. My face was blown up. I sent her pictures. I went to the ER. I'm telling you, I have the medical records. I sent them to the Department of Labor. And they just like, well, I lied to them. I misrepresented myself. No, I never misrepresent. I never quit. They told me they couldn't move forward with me because I couldn't come to work because I was sick. Okay. Now, so here we are with my 5 of Cups because I've lost. I haven't collected a dime from unemployment. I haven't gotten my return on my tax refund. There's even a check swinging in the wind from Walmart from one of their class action lawsuits that's supposed to be coming my way. I haven't got that check yet either, nor has anybody else. But I didn't give up. I am never giving the fuck up. And I am telling you this because somebody feels like this today so bad that it just brought all of this out of me. And that's why I'm here doing this reading, okay? I want you to understand something. No matter how angry I get about what's going on with this situation in my life, I am giving it to the universe. I want you to understand. I am giving all of this shit to the fucking universe. I'm doing the best I can do for me. And I'm going to do what's right for me. I deserve better than 110 miles a day. I deserve 5 minutes away in the town I live, where I want to stay, where I want to breathe the rest of my life, unless I hit the lottery, and then we're going to travel. But why does it have to be so fucking hard? Okay? It's what you want to ask yourself, right? Listen, I know that there are people involved that didn't want to do whatever happened. I know in my mind, I'm being told this, that this situation happened because of somebody else's vendetta, and they just continued the vendetta. And karma is a fucking bitch. Let me tell you straight on. If anyone is behind this that has caused this circle to keep going and sending waves like this, them waves are going to come back around and multiply themselves times 10 and fuck your life up. And I wouldn't do this to anybody, no matter how bad I felt about them. And I don't even know why, okay? But I don't care no more. I have let that shit go. I gave it to God. I gave it to Jesus. I gave it to the universe and all of my ancestors and people who can work on that shit while I'm trying to get my shit together. I'm not going to lower myself to their level, okay? I'm just not. I'm still thinking on, and I gave one of the stores that called me, said give me a day to think about this, because I have to get my head in the right place and do the right thing for me. Because ultimately, and I know somebody I'm so sorry you feel like this. I really am. And I'm sending you hugs. But you're disappointed to a point where you just don't know if you can get back up again. You're heartbroken. And I'm sorry. that you're heartbroken, because it does hurt like a motherfucker, doesn't it? But you're better than that. You're stronger than that. You deserve better than that. The King of Pentacles is bringing you better than that. The Four of Wands is a celebration. It's a marriage. It's a meeting. It's a get-together. It's something coming for you that you deserve. So you need to keep persevering. Keep fighting that shadow. Keep fighting that heartbreak. Keep fighting, okay? Because you are on the right path for the situation. And then very shortly, your decision is going to have to be made. But you have to know the choices first, right? So you just stay steady. Stay steady and strong in your hangman mode. Okay? Spirit, please give us a bit of advice going forward as we head into the full moon and we head into full force Mercury retrograde. I want to say don't sign any contracts. Don't make any agreements. So this tells me I'm not going to take that job. Maybe, I don't know. See, I've asked nobody for help. Not my kids. They all got their own life and their bills and their own shit to take care of. I would never, ever, ever go there. Nor do I want to live with either one of them. I love them. I will visit. I might even spend a night or a week. Go on vacation. Do things as a family. Abso-fucking-lutely. But live with you? No. I don't want nothing to do with that. Okay? A block away. A trailer away. I don't care. You know, like if I lived in a mobile home park, you could live here and I could live there, okay? But I can't live with you. I love my kids. I don't always like them, okay? But there is your knight in shining armor. Dee. Sorry. I'm having a moment. The Knight of Pentacles is your knight in shining armor, coming to your financial rescue. Because the Knight of Cups is your knight in shining armor, coming to your emotional rescue, right? And we had both of them. In case you didn't know that, we had both, right? Alright, let me pull these cards out here. So we have the Knight of Swords. He's trying to make you think logically, but there's not a lot of logic with emotion, right? So that leaves you in the heartbreak mode. Heartbreak mode. Five of Cups, broken heart. Devastated by what happened to you. And it's by people you think would have never done that. That's the problem, right? The heartbreak is more because it was done by somebody who you never thought would do it to you. Right? So you now have the Knight of Pentacles while you're in hangman mode, okay? These people at your disposal for advice, for news, for information, bringing in messages, okay? So while you're in your hangman mode over your heartbroken bullshit that's going on in your life, right? You have the Knight of Pentacles. You have the King of Pentacles. What two best earth signs do you need to give you all the information and help that you need? And they're talking to your Knight of Swords, helping you logically figure out the situation so you can move forward and leave all that shit behind you, right? And it's hard because it still hurts, right? It still hurts. That's why you're in hangman. That's why you're still hurting, right? That's why the Five of Wands. The action is turned into procrastination to the point where you don't know what the fuck you're doing. I feel like that. I feel like I don't know what the fuck I should do now. I'm doubting myself. It's like Here's an example of that feeling. Here's the feeling. I left the house, and I'm taking my kids to school, and one of the kids says, "Mom, did you turn off the coffee maker?" Damn it, I don't know. Well, I want to fire, so now I gotta stop, get out of the car, go in the house, and look at it, right? But when it's better than nothing, as those words, well, now maybe I should really think about this, because this is somebody I love and respect, and should I really feel like this is all I got? This is the only thing that's coming in? This is what's going to save me? A temporary minimum wage job from... I might as well have nothing. That's how I feel. But if you take something too personally sometimes, it will set you back into those Six of Cups. Thinking about and glorifying and romanticizing your past like it was better than anything ever happened. I miss the good old days. Listen, I can tell you about some of the good old days in the old stores when we were working. I was there. It wasn't necessarily better. It's just we could handle it then. We knew what the fuck we were doing, what was expected of us. There was no questions about it, and it didn't change the next day. You just did what you knew you do. And you did it to the best of your ability. At any job. Back in the days, in the 80s. And I miss my old job at Larbrook. I don't know if you ever heard of that, Larbrook Corporation. It was an old textile mill. They had 3 of them in the Columbia County area where we used to live. One of the best paying jobs, union protected. Oh yeah, all of that. We've lost all of that shit now, especially with big corporations out there just to make the profit and not take care of their people or their customer. And there are store wannabes. I can't mention names, that wouldn't be right. But if you know me personally, you'll know what stores I'm referring to. Anyway, there are store wannabes trying to be like this big corporation, and they suck terribly at it. Really bad. Not worth a dime. Most of their shit ain't worth a dime either. But you know, if you go into them stores, you can find products that are in like Macy's or all these other big trumpeted high price stores and get those items for cheaper. And some of those items are really the same fucking item, because you can look it up now. They hate the internet, don't they? You can look up the items in your store, on your web pages, in your phone, and it will tell you what that item costs in 5 other fucking places. And you know you're going to buy it for $1.25, don't you? So they're making millions of dollars, and this store is going under very quickly. But it's not better, okay? It's not better. The way they want you to do things. I'm not a fucking robot. I'm a person. I'm a human being. I have feelings. I have a heart. Yes, I am a damn good boss, because I was always a good boss. And I always took care of my people and the fucking job. Now that means nothing to people in corporations. They want you to be the fresh out of college, I don't know a fucking thing that I'm doing. Okay, I'm all for those college educated people getting jobs. Absolutely. I have a college education. I got mine while I was working. I had to pay for my education that way. I didn't get a free grant because I didn't. And when I did, it wasn't much. Thankfully, it paid for books that were overpriced to begin with. But everybody's got to make money. All I want to do is help people live. So we need to really think about how good really was the past that you sit here romanticizing it. I'm not saying there weren't good things. There's a lot of good things that I haven't seen in years, like birch beer. I love birch beer. Now it's just sugar. It doesn't even taste like birch beer. I like the real birch beer. I don't know. I can't find it anywhere. Let me know if you know where there's real birch beer. Okay? In the comments. 4 ones, we are going to be celebrating really soon. Things are changing. We are ascending. We are growing. We are living. And it's going to get better. But we have to experience those things. We have to do the work. I know I've been doing way too much of it, and so haven't you. Because I can feel your anger, your frustration, your need to punch somebody, right? But then you know if you do, you're only going to break your own hand. I can't do that. Then I can't work. Oh, back in the day. Back in the day, we'll talk about this, right? Teenagers and their very, very hormonal lives, right? I bought my son for his 16th birthday a fucking punching bag. And you know what? He used it. He loved that punching bag. I know he got rid of it after a while, but he for a while, he really loved that punching bag. And I used it too. Right? He never asked for it. I just got it for him. I'm like, that teenage aggression needs some fucking punching bag to punch on besides me. As his mother. And here's our queen. The Queen of Cups. Bringing love and healing. Opening your heart and your mind. Well, even though we sat here with my shadow for this reading, I'm so hoping you all got something out of this to help you move forward. Because if you don't move forward and let go of all of that crap that you're feeling, like I just expressed to you, in probably the best Italian way I could without getting kicked off of YouTube, you gotta meet in the middle with your shadow, and you gotta find the right way for you, okay? Dark night of the soul. Mercury retrograde. 2 of Wands. You see, there is a ship out there. It is way, way out there, okay? You see it on top of his head almost in the picture. But that's the ship. Right? And he's holding on to his wands. But they're flowered, right? He's already received the blessing of those 2 of Wands. And his next one is out there. And he has to figure out which one to do, because there's more than one ship coming. Which one do you want to take? Getting to know yourself and your shadow and working with yourself is hard work, okay? I know people think I'm nuts when I tell you this. But when you sit down and you look at yourself, wow. You don't see your own Ace of Cups coming. You know why? Because the 7 of Cups is here and making you fucking frustrated and confused about what you really want. Your cup is overflowing, but which cup is it? I don't know if I like this cup or that cup. I don't know. That's not as shiny as this one. Is this totally different? No, this is number 8. Stupid, move forward. Stop wallowing in self-pity. Grab that cup and run. And I'm telling you why, because here's 8 more wands to tell you. The fire is going to start burning your ass if you don't get moving. And I know you have the strength for this. And my phone's ringing, so wow. I put it to an end. It says spam likely. Somebody doesn't want me to talk to you today. Collective. Any one of the signs this can be good for. It doesn't matter what your sign is, what your house is, what your planet is. This is about all of us going through this bullshit. Somebody out there to fuck us over because they think they're going to get something better by doing so. They're not. What they're going to do is they're going to keep bringing that money into you because they're stupid enough to think that their actions isn't going to backfire on them. And you're going to keep reaping the rewards to the point where you have exactly what you need to do what you need to do, help your family, help your friends, and take care of other people. Build your business, grow your life, build your memories, take that vacation. Remember that one reading I said, get your nails done? I felt guilty as fuck doing that, but you know what? I felt so much better when I got it done. And it didn't cost that much. I don't go to one of these major nail people who cost $1 million. I don't. I can't afford that. But I do deserve to take care of myself because I don't do anything else. Like, this is my only reward to myself for doing what I do. I build my business. I'm working on my business. I'm working on helping other people heal and start seeing the enemy inside themselves and start seeing the enemy where they really are on the outside. Okay, let's get a different deck. All right, because that was a pretty powerful, and I don't want this to end in a bad note because I can be honest with you, I'm not angry at anybody. I don't want revenge. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want nobody to hurt me. I just want to live my life. I want to help you do the same. Okay? So I'm going to pull out the, where'd that deck go? I want the gypsy deck. Wait a minute. Hold on. Don't leave. Okay. Alright, I found it. I got it. I got my Kipper deck too. You know we can't do anything without Kipper. Alright. We're going to turn this shadow side of this reading around and bring out what needs to really be out here, okay? We need to bring ourselves back to where we need to be for us and stop letting other people affect us so much or take things personally when it really, really wasn't meant to be personal. Because you are angry with whatever is going on and you don't know how to fix it doesn't mean we shouldn't be taking care of ourselves better, okay? Now, we're going to do the Everyday Witch Tarot, okay? And then we're going to do the Kipper. And if I feel like it, we'll take it even further and we will do the Akashic. But I don't know. I might do another reading. I really want a confirmation as to us going forward, moving forward, holding on to our strength, letting our hearts heal, taking care of business. But I'm serious. What do you think I should do about the 2 job offers? 55 miles away. Turning my 9-hour day into 12. Do you think I should take it? Because it is minimum wage. It's $5.5, $6 less than what I was making. So less money, more miles, you know. I don't know. Do you feel like I should just take it because it's better than nothing? Please leave me comments. Let me know what you're thinking. What's going on with your lives? Does any of this resonate with you? I feel like it resonates with at least one other person other than me. And I know that there are other people out there that are going through this very trouble. It might not be unemployment or New York State taxation. That's my physical problem right now. But it could be a lover. It could be a job. I mean, I'm struggling to get a job. And here's that 2 of Swords, right? The kitty and the crow. We're right on target, just like I said. Right on target with what we're feeling. And it is because something else was created to hurt us. But we're strong enough to withstand it. You understand? Because we're going to be growing while they're crumbling when they realize the bullshit they created didn't really hurt us. That tower they're bringing in is going to hurt them, not us. You stay that good person. You be that good person. You be kind and you help that person next to you. And you pick people up and you help other people grow. Stop letting other people on the outside make you see the negative in everybody. One of my jobs, the loss prevention people used to say, I have to look at everybody as they're a thief. Can you imagine doing a job where everybody who walks in and out of the door is a thief in your mind? I couldn't do it because I can't see that everybody's a thief. But that was a conversation with a friend of mine, and he said that's the only way I can do this job. If I don't see everybody's a thief, I'll never catch the ones who are. But if you see everyone as a thief, then you're always chasing the wrong people. And there's your tower. Confirmation with the Queen of Cups. Trying to help you heal, bring you out of the hurt that was caused to you, whether you had a role in it or not, because we always do something when we're angry, right? Say something we don't mean. Seven of Pentacles, leaving us in indecision about what we need to do, right? I have 2 places offering me a job at the same rate of pay, overnight, temporary, minimum wage, not guaranteed, 40 hours a week, and it will run out in about 8 to 9 weeks. If I take that job, then I cannot be offered another job that I also applied for, which is actually the job I want, right? So if they offer me that job and I take it, they don't have to offer me the other job I'm very qualified for? Really? So you see why that it can go both ways in your head, the devil, the angel? And I'm telling you this because I want whoever is out there feeling like this right now, do the thing that's right for you. Don't let anybody's opinion or thoughts or whatever they can say or do to make you feel guilty about it change what's happened, misconstrue what they're doing. I don't know if they're doing it because they feel guilty and they feel like they ought to help me out. Well, help me out with the other job then, because that's the job I'm ready for. Yeah. If you don't have that for me, I don't really want your temporary minimum wage job, okay? Because you all know I'm much more qualified than that, and I deserve better than that. And that's what's right for me. Does that mean I might get fucked out of unemployment? Probably, because they've already been fucking me out. It's not like I got anything out of the deal. They fucking did some nasty shit to me. I applied for unemployment because of the nasty shit they did to me. I never even intended to. And then I had to lose the battle anyways because of 2 other jobs which were ridiculously misconstrued by the Department of Labor. And they don't count because I didn't even work there long enough to make unemployment. But they say I quit my job on purpose. I'm 57 years old. I didn't need to quit today. But I was very sick. I was in my bed in tears, sick, in pain. So they can think what they want. I don't care. And that includes anybody around me, close to me, who loves me, doesn't love me. If you think that I did something wrong or you would have done something differently, well, tell me. Will it pay your bills? Will it pay your bills? Is it worth it? Right? That's why we struggle with the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups we had in the other deck, making decisions about what's right, what's wrong, because everybody else tells you what they think is right, what they might do. But I bet you if the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't do it. And I also know by policy and by New York state law that I do not have to accept a job that is not comparable to the job I had in accordance to the money I was making. New York State Department of Labor laws. Okay? You tell me what you think. I'm curious. I won't be mad at you. I promise. I'm all over it now. I'm done with it. But I wanted to share it with you because I really wanted you to know how this feels. And if I'm explaining it, my feelings to you in depth, then I know somebody's feeling something similar to that about something else going on in their lives. So please like, share, and subscribe. Please forward it on TikTok, Instagram, friends, people, anywhere. When you subscribe to my thing, it's all free of charge. All my videos are free of charge. If you would like to make a donation, I do have my Venmo and my Cash App connected to me in the description box in YouTube and in my community page. Also, I also have a PayPal account. I don't know if it's connected here yet. I haven't figured out quite how to do that. I'm getting there. But I am ultimately here as Haven Jules, Intuitive Nisha, to help you, okay? To help you guys get through bullshit like I have just gone through. Because sometimes you compromise your principles too much and you get nothing in return but an attaboy. Oh, but at least you got a paycheck. No. That's not okay with me. I deserve better than that. And you know I deserve better than that because you know you fucked me. So when somebody has done that to you, it leaves you not wanting to forgive, right? Not wanting to forget, not wanting to let it go. And that's where the shadow comes in. But they are bringing in the tower in their own lives, in their own situation that caused these problems for you. And they don't see it coming. They don't see it coming at all. What is your advice as we go forward in this? How should we continue going forward as a collective unit? Yes, we are coming into the full moon and Mercury retrograde, and many wonderful things can happen with Mercury retrograde. So don't believe them when they tell you you can't sign contracts, you can't do new things, you can't do this. Like Mercury retrograde, everything's going backwards. Somebody from the past might come forward. Somebody from the past probably wasn't gone to begin with, okay? I'm going to end this video very shortly, and I'll probably make another video because this is just where the conversation is going. But here is, again, confirmation. King of Pentacles. You have somebody right beside you, whether they are on the other side of the veil in heaven, or they are just your archangel, your guide, your ancestors, another lifetime ago. Somebody is right there with you every day, going through this with you and trying to help you guide yourself to protect yourself and your family. You are not alone. You are very protected. And what you're going through and how you're feeling, like I just exposed to all of you, could be so much worse. Look, I have figured out how to take care of business without a job for the last 3 months. I still have a roof over my head. I still have a car out in the driveway, not going to be repossessed. I have money for gas. I have food in my house. I have figured out ways to take care of myself. And yes, I've had to ask for help. But that help will get paid back as soon as I'm employed. As soon as the bullshit stops bullshitting and I get the money that's rightfully mine to begin with. And yeah, I'm fighting that one too. Don't worry. The one thing that needs to happen here in your life is you have to decide what fight you want to fight, right? What is the battle for if it is not for your own dignity as well as the principle? And the Page of Pentacles, he's bringing in some wonderful ideas for you to make money with. You don't need a JLB. He might even be bringing in that next big job offer that you didn't see coming. I've applied for lots of employment, okay? I've got my resume way too many places. In the last 3 months, no lie, I probably applied for at least 70 jobs. State, local, government, stores, retail. I mean, too many to speak of, okay? Something is coming out, though. Something is going to be illuminated to you. Somebody lied. Somebody was hiding something. Maybe it was the big corporation hiding something. I don't know. But in your life, I'm talking about you now. This reading is for you. So take my experience and my shadow time and utilize it to learn how to deal with your shit. Because thanks to you, this now is over an hour long. And I'm just going to tell you straight the fuck up. Do what's right for you. Stay strong and stick to it. Don't do what other people think you should do unless they have an absolute option for you. That's 110% the right thing to do, because you can do those things that they suggest because that's what they think they know better about. And then what happens? You get fucked again, right? Somebody is getting illuminated, though. And I know, I've seen this, I've felt this coming, and it's not just about me. I'm only utilizing my own issues to help you avoid some of this shit I just went through. Save all of your receipts if you are a business owner. I don't give a shit what it is. Gas? You bought a bottle of water? Yep. Save every fucking receipt you can now. And submit every fucking one to them. And put every dime towards your business. And then let them try to fight you. Because next year, that's going to be my plan. I have a box in there with shit, all kinds of business shit going on there. And every receipt is going to be saved. They thought I was looking for a little $1,220 refund this year. Wait until next year. 8 of Wands. Coming in quick. You see that tornado behind her, right? Ain't nobody fucking around here. Stop fucking around. Just get to it. Too much. You need the business. And here's your Knight of Swords fighting that fight for you. Another knight in shining armor. You've had 3 now. Your knight in shining armor's here. Passing those messages along and fighting the fight for you. Don't you dare get up and walk away from that now. Don't you dare let somebody else's opinions mean more than what you've already been through and what you've learned from it. Learned from it. Don't do it again. Going backwards ain't going to help you. Going backwards is just going to give you the fucking broken heart syndrome all over again. You're going to make the same mistakes over and over again. How many cycles you want to go through? You don't, right? You want to move forward and live your life? Stop doing the same thing over and over and over again. The definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. People call me crazy. Call me crazy. Go ahead. I'm crazy intuitive Nisha. Alright? I'm telling you to stand by your own side. Fight that fucking fight. And do not let them undermine your strength and your power. You are fucking amazing. You have overcome more heartbreak than anybody I know. You have so many people around you protecting you. And I'm telling you, that tower that's coming in is going to knock them for a loop. It's going to blindside them. Whoever them are, whether it be a person, a corporation, a business, a job, your life, something that people are doing to you on purpose. And it could be as big as the government. Yeah, it can. Blindsiding you with bullshit. This is not opening up the balls of, I want to talk about Trump. No. I'm talking about your community, your leadership, the things that are going on or have been going on behind your back and have been proven and are now being corrected, and yet people are pissed off at the world because they were going to lose something because they were getting something they shouldn't have got to begin with. I'm sorry. Your rhetoric doesn't outride mine. I just don't have time to fight the fight with the same passion that you're wasting energy on for things that you have no control over. Focus on yourself. Build your life. Take care of your dreams, because I don't know how I've done it. I thank the people who have been there to help me through, but I've done it, and I'm going to keep doing it one fucking way or the other, and I'm going to get right back up on that horse, and I'm going to keep going. The tower's coming for those who think they've done all the right things, and they haven't, and they know they haven't. Those people who purposely go out to cause chaos, to cause anger, to cause frustration, to cause fights and battles amongst the good and the bad. Who the hell are they to judge who's good and bad? That's what I want to know. But guess what? That tornado's coming, the tower's coming down, and those people who've been lying and cheating are being eliminated. And people are getting caught and going to jail. People are going to lose their healthy income that they didn't earn to begin with. So the people who deserve it get it back. That's not just rhetoric. That's the truth. And it's not about the big picture of Donald Trump and Biden and all of that bullshit, because in a few years, but Trump won't be there. There'll be some other idiot up there, okay? And if Harris is up there, we're in fucking trouble, I'll tell you right now, because she's even dumber than Biden. And that's my personal opinion. This is not to start a war. You have a right to your thoughts. I have a right to mine. I'm not insulting you. You're not insulting me, okay? But there are things that you're not seeing, and I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, liberal, whatever the hell you want to call yourself. I am Intuitive Nisha. I'm here to help people. I don't care what you look like, who you are, or what side of the fence you're on. I don't even care if you smell like piss every day of your life. I don't care. I will do what I can to help you. And now we have all 4 knights, okay? And the kings. We have 3 kings. And the 9 of wands. Persevere. Push forward. Be ready to fight that fight. For you. Not for them. It's time to stop relying on somebody coming to save us. Nobody's coming to save us. They're all laughing at us because they are doing exactly what they want us to do. They want us to feel sorry for ourselves. They want us to wallow in self-pity. They want us to cry the blues. I deserve better than that. I'm not wallowing in self-pity. I'm not crying the blues. I'll take my role and the responsibility of my role and what happened in my situations, and I will learn from it, grow from it. I will teach it to others, and I will succeed and be successful, because I'm not letting anybody take my 9 of Pentacles, because they are coming as a result of somebody's lies. Those of us who've been frigged over are going to get paid back. What's rightfully ours and what's due. I don't know what that was. Confirmation. We'll call that confirmation, whatever that noise was. My new opportunity's coming along with yours, and I'm gonna jump, baby. Listen, we all got this. We have to stick together as a community, whether it's us as women, humans. The community's roaring outside now. I hear thunder. And there was always thunder before the lightning, and I am the lightning. That's my song, sorry. Some people don't like that song, but if you listen to the words, I am on the stage line and you are in the nosebleeds, whoever the fuck you are. Yes, you are. Okay. Kipper says we're going to show you. We've already gone into this. It's an hour and 20 minutes. I wish this was alive. I could have had some interaction. I love interaction and communication with everybody. So please leave comments. I know I got overly dramatic, but I'm so tired of us as a collective feeling like fucking shit about ourselves because somebody else is looking to make money off of us. Somebody else is looking to do better than us. Somebody's competing with us. Why do you gotta compete? If you help each other, y'all get to the same place. Y'all can have a good life. We can all do the same things to help each other. Are there people out there that deserve some, yeah, they do. There is. And it'll come to them. Meanwhile, be that mature woman that I know you are and do the right things. Don't do it just because they piss you off and you want to get revenge. No. You be you. That's why they're pissed. That's why they're trying to hurt you. Because you're a good person. You're a divine being of light. And you are here to help other people. This is why we're here reading tarot and oracle cards. I don't need these cards to tell you these things. It helps tell the story. Okay. Maybe you understand it better with a picture. I think I tell a pretty colorful picture. But I'm telling you right now, we were all born with the right to abundance. Nobody should be struggling to make a living. Nobody should be broke and poor. Maybe some of us could go to a class and learn a little better how to budget. I could learn how to budget. And then try to stick to it, yeah. But I'm sorry, I like my crystals. They help me. But when there's a thief amongst your midst, and that thief has been just hanging out with you, smiling every day, loving you, hugging you, and pretending to be your friend, there's a problem. Because we didn't see it. Because we always want to believe the best of people. But there is somebody. Right from the beginning of this reading, and I told you this, there is somebody who's gonna get called out. There is somebody who's going to pay the consequences for what they did. That was wrong. And I know it's going to be true because we're all going to court for this. Whether it's a heavenly court, our ancestors are going to kick their fucking asses, or a real courtroom where the judge finally sees what's wrong. Yeah. This is a pretty big deal. Because there's a mass of people that feel exactly like I do and have explained to you. And there's people that are going to watch this film and know that I'm not talking out of my ass. I'm not crazy. Like, share, subscribe. Send it on to TikTok. Send it on to all your friends. Please. There are people that need to hear this message. As embarrassed as I might be about my own stupid life, I'm not so embarrassed or wrapped up in my own shit that I can't take a moment like that in my life and share it to help others avoid it. Save receipts. Every fucking one of them. You drive through the bridge or the throughway system, you want a fucking receipt. Yes, you do. I don't care what state you're from, what country you're from, save your receipts. What's the advice here going forward? Archangel, spirit guides, please give us advice as we go forward from this reading, so we now may call this illuminating reading into an end at almost an hour and 30 minutes. I don't expect you'll listen to me all at once. But please, sit down and listen, because it is an illuminating event here. There is a gift coming in. You just have to show your patience and kindness and do the right things. How you were raised, maybe. Who we are. Our hearts and souls always on our sleeves. The house. Somebody's house is coming tumbling down for what they did. I don't even know what that card is for. A new agreement, a new marriage, a new love. Maybe somebody's marriage is coming to an end because of it. I know it's upright, but I don't feel like it's a very negative thing when I'm telling you to take a leap. Because we are literally just getting through the worst time of our lives. And things are finally being corrected. And yet people don't feel like it's getting corrected. The other side, the lefties, I don't know what the hell they are. I'm just me. I'm not a lefty or a righty. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a Republican or Democrat. I'm a Venetia. My name is Nisha. I'm a human. I wear a human suit, and we have to do what's right. This is our reward for doing the right things. Yes, it is. One more thing going forward. What should we focus on here? What's our focus going forward, huh? And sending everybody love and light and healing, because I know that we're all going through a tough time in our lives. Whether it's somebody who's newly diagnosed with a disease that they never had before, and now they have to learn a whole new way of life, or they have to go through treatments to fight for their life, or whatever. I've been with people in my life. I've lost people in my life. I have friends that are currently going through shit like that in their lives, and my shit literally is minor compared to all of that, okay? I was by my mother's side when she went through those treatments. I know what hell she fought. It meant nothing, and what was going on in my life meant nothing in comparison to that. So I want you to understand, when I'm sitting here spilling my fucking guts about myself, it's because I want you to understand there are people with bigger problems and bigger worries and bigger dreams and bigger failures than what we're going through. And we just have to learn how to figure out how to help each other get through shit, whatever that shit is. So I do every day. I try every day to help somebody smile. I try to give people hope and help, and I hug, and I need hugs too. You know, I'm fucking just right now. I could really use a hug. But just know something, okay? No matter what we do, life is ever changing, and it's not going to stop changing. You are going to have to adapt to the fact that people aren't going to like us because we're telling the truth, and they don't like to hear the truth. And the fact that they might have fucked up and did something wrong for the wrong reasons, or because maybe they were told to. I don't know. That's going to change too. And what you did is going to be held against you, because you're the fall guy. Understand? Then they will be in their Ten of Swords at some point. It's full circle. Karma's full circle. Do you understand? Either we go with the change, or we don't. We have to learn to accept some things and move forward. Let it go, forgive, and heal ourselves. And this is me trying to help you heal. Don't be surprised when that official person comes knocking on your door. Because, yes, their time is up. They are going to jail. And they will be. Now, I'm not saying literal jail. It could be a mental jail. It could be a metaphorical jail. But somebody is going to be in despair for what happened here. What they did to you. Why they hurt you. No excuses. I'm telling you, this is the result of what I've been telling you in this whole video. That official person is coming knocking on their door. They are getting a notification that their gig is up. The jig is up. And it's over. And they are going to pay the consequences and the prices of what they've done to many people. Not just one or two people. They did this to many people. And it's going to bring about great fortune for those that have got hurt the most. And I honestly do strongly believe it's tied to an occupation. But it could be a money laundering scheme. It could be a money problem. Something financial. We're talking about money not really being money and everything turning digital. And that's all fucking false, man. They're not getting rid of the dollar. It's the only thing they have left that they can trade with. Who's going to be in charge of those digital dollars? Really? No, I don't trust you. Sorry. No. But somebody will also be illuminated for bringing out the secret. So you're a whistleblower. And then we are all going to start going down a whole different path. Doing things a whole different way. Going back to that official person, bringing on that change. The tower is coming. It's going to bring on great fortune. And that fucking lying, cheating thief is going away. Alright. I think that I've got my point across with this reading. If this wasn't for you, it's fine. I'm a pretty intense reader sometimes, and maybe it's not meant for you, but it might be meant for somebody you know, or somebody who's going through something very difficult in their lives right now, so pass it along. Share this video. Like this video so you get notified of my next video, which might be sooner rather than later because I'm on a roll. But it'll be about a different topic this time, I promise. 888 is the first number. I am abundant. As you focus on all the wonderful things that surround you, you are clearing the path for more positive energy to flow into all areas of your life and creating a place for abundance. This is what we're doing this for, okay? To create abundance for all of us. Not just the high and mighty. The naysayers. Okay? I need you to understand and listen. Take heed to my words. Shit's falling down, man, and people are not going to be happy. And you're going to hear two sides of every story, but the third one is the truth. And you need to understand that. Don't believe everything that is said or done. Don't take it at face value or at book cover, okay? There's so much you don't know yet that's going to come out. And it is going to illuminate this bullshit that's been out there. And it's going to be okay. Because it is going to help the mass amount of people that need that help. You, me, and hundreds and thousands of other people who need that same kind of help. From the liars, cheaters, and thieves, I am a creator. I create videos. I give you scenarios. I help tell the story with my cards. I share my intuition with you. Because these are things that are coming to pass. They are coming our way. And we need to stick together to help each other. It's not doomsday. World War III is not coming. Unless you keep saying it is. Because words are spells. Did you hear me? Words are spells. When you speak it, you bring it to life. And it might not come fast and furious, but it will come if we keep speaking it, because that's the plan, right? World War III is not coming. We are not fighting. You are one with the Creator, and there are no limits to what you can achieve. You have the ability to create something new and incredible in your lifetime here on this earth. 000. I am a creator. Please take my words, heed my warnings. Focus on yourself first. Heal yourself first. You cannot help anybody if you don't see things the way they really are with your own self. Okay? One more number, two more numbers for my collective unit. These are the numbers that you will see in the next week to 10 days to confirm this reading was meant for you, or parts of this reading. If you resonated with any part of this reading, please leave me comments. Let's start a conversation. Let's keep going with this. Let me do more readings. If you need a personal reading, I do personal readings. Okay? VenetiaMurray399@gmail.com. That's my current email for requesting readings. That is my current email for requesting jewelry makings. I have done videos on my jewelry. I was planning to do more. Obviously, I want to do live so you can see me and we can communicate together when I learn how to do that the right way. I'm still learning. I am independent, number 17. The quality of work you can produce when you're going at it alone is almost unbelievable. You are independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficient focus and skill. How about that for confirmation? One person can move mountains. Right around the river bend. You did get a few more numbers besides 000 and 888, the major abundant and creative numbers. You also got, again, 17, I am independent. You got number 30, I am imaginative. You are an original, innovative thinker and an excellent communicator. You have a great talent for using creativity to convey your ideas. An optimistic attitude has an uplifting effect on others. And I so hope that I was able to push you through the shadow moments in your life right now and help you see the other side that's coming to help you grow, become abundant and efficient and effective for yourselves. Number 13, I am confident. This goes back to the strength card. The strength card, okay? And you had it twice in this reading, strength card. You are a conscientious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic but practical outlook keeps you determined and on track as you work steadily towards your goals. I am confident. Please like, share, subscribe. Venmo, Cash App are in my box below this video. Please don't be afraid to share this video. People need to hear this message. And although I'm completely embarrassed about my own life sometimes, I'm not really embarrassed anymore because I know who I am and what I'm worthy of. It's them out there that don't. So you keep going. You keep doing you. You keep smiling. You keep getting your nails done if that's what you want to do for you. Don't let nobody talk you out of that shit. There's justifications for all the shit they're doing in the world, and the one thing that you need to do for you that makes a smile on your face for once in a while, please, get your nails done. Alright. Since I didn't start this reading with my bell, if y'all want to go ahead. But I'm going to do the singing bowl to end this reading. Take a deep breath in and out through your nose. Just let it all go. Take this reading for what it was. It was a tower of a moment coming to our lives that we are all going to have to endure, and we are going to step up and use our strength and our energy to do better and not wallow in self-pity and cry over spilt milk. How's those metaphors? All right. Love and light and hugs and healing to all. I will see you the next time. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for sharing your life with me today.